Hey guys, and welcome back to another Flex episode. I'm Jeanette Diergaard, your presenter for Flex. With me is Anoesga and JP Du Toit. Today we are gonna do some yoga stretches. So we're just gonna focus on yoga stretches, 15 seconds of these yoga stretches. So that's all that we're gonna do. And we're just gonna show you what you can do with your partner. Now, if you don't know, yoga originates from India, and you know what else is good that comes from India? The Kama Sutra, and I will see you guys in the stretch. Welcome back, guys. We are going to jump straight into it. We're going to start off with a standing quad stretch. So they're going to face each other. And so obviously you're going to have your hands on your shoulders. So the tallest one, you want to have both. Try to have both. That's correct. Okay. So opposite legs. And we're going to hold this stretch for 15 seconds on the one side. Okay, so we're gonna do the two sides. So you really wanna focus on that stretch, and you guys can kiss, but you don't have to. I want your knees to kiss. So stretch that quads again. You want your knees to be close to each other. So that's the kissing that I want to see happening in this stretch right here. Okay, so they're gonna hold this stretch on one leg. Okay, now we're gonna switch to the other side. So the same thing, and then as you guys can see, if you need extra support, if you always need extra balance, you can always use the wall or something, or just, put your leg down and go back into the stretch. Okay, so now we're gonna do the drop down. So with this one, JP's arm is gonna be on top of it because he is the tallest, and Anoesga, you can hold him there. So I want you guys to step out as far as you can go. Your feet should be wide, and then you go into the stretch. Okay, so what I want to see is no arching of your back. Try to engage your core with this one. Don't fall into the stretch. So I don't want a hollowed out back. Your back should be straight. So the same here. And don't drop your head too much. So you want to be in a complete straight line. But as you guys can see, the height difference and everything, so there is going to be a difference there. And then we're going to go into a back stretch. So they are both they're going to hold each other's hands. It's going to be an arch. So they're going to bend backwards in this stretch. So try and keep your balance there. So you want to arch your back, you want to feel that stretch there, and because you guys want to have the counterbalance going as well. Okay, and now we're going to do the back rotation. So on the floor, on the mat for me, back to back. So they're going to sit in a crisscross position, both of them. Okay, and now yes, her right arm is going to touch his left knee and vice versa for him. So you really want to feel the stretch. So you want to look where you're stretching to, and you want to engage everything. So you want to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, in your lower back. So I want you guys to really feel it in your back especially. So that is a nice movement to do. And then we are going to switch it up to the other side again. Okay. So you want to have those backs against each other. You want your core to be engaged. You want to have your back straight, and you want to just enjoy that stretch and go deep into it. Okay, so this is a really awesome stretch. Again, if you have any lower back issues, if you have any back issues, you can go into the stretch. And now we're going to go into the back bend and the fetus position. So JP is going to go into a yoga child's pose. So you can just come forward a bit here. Okay, so JP is going to go into the child's pose, and Anoesga is going to be at the back, and she's going to arch her back. So I want you to rest on him Okay, you're gonna rest on him. You can bring your legs in a bit, yes. And then I really want you to feel the stretch, Anoesga. So you want to feel it, you want to go deep into it. If you want to lie deep, if you want to lie more on top of him, then you can. But you can use this to really stretch. You can also hold that pose. So this is also a tabletop position here. So that's actually a workout that you can do. But with yoga, you really want to hold the muscles, keep them engaged constantly while you're in the stretches. Okay, so now we're going to go into the hamstring pull. So I'm not going to ask JP to do that on Anoesga because he is much more heavier than her, and it's going to put her in a very uncomfortable position. So yes, JP is crisscross. Anoesga, your feet should be pressed against his knees. Okay, and now you're gonna hold hands and you're gonna pull each other forward. So you're gonna rotate with this. So during this whole stretch, if you're doing this with your partner, you want to constantly communicate. So now we're gonna switch up. Anoesga is gonna have her legs crisscross, and JP is gonna have his feet pressed against her knees. Okay, so now with this one, when JP had his legs crisscross, he had a much more deeper stretch as he came down. But as you can see, his range of motion is restricted. So now Anoesga is getting a deeper stretch. So this is up to you and your partner to decide how long you want to do this. If things get uncomfortable, you have to constantly communicate. Now, we're going to do the back massage stretch. Okay, so yes, so Anoesga is going to go first, and JP is going to have his feet pressed against her back, and she's going to stretch out her shoulders. Anoesga, I want your back to be straight as well during this stretch. So JP, you're going to move your feet on her back. So this is going to definitely give a nice stretch in your back of your partner or your friend, whatever works for you two. So during this, you also want to communicate. If this stretch starts to hurt, then you have to tell your partner to stop. So now we're going to switch over. So Anoesga is going to give JP's back massage. So with this one, really, you're getting a shoulder stretch, you're getting a back massage, you're getting a lower back stretch. And so that is a really nice one. Okay, and so if you want to do this with your partner, if your partner has any back pains or anything, or is it, go ahead, do this stretch here. And again, as I said, if one of you gets hurt during this, or if you feel any discomfort, you need to stop with the stretch and communicate with your partner. Okay, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you to JP and Anoesga. I had so much fun with them during this week, and I hope you guys have an awesome Valentine's Day, and an awesome Valentine's Day to you guys too. I hope you're going to use the stuff that I've shown you, actually massages others' backs. And I will see you guys in the next Flex episode.